I have a couple of questions about a couple of things. Why was Alpo Martinez crucified on Halloween? And when I say crucified, I mean killed, shot, however you want to put it. I found it very interesting, especially knowing a little bit of his story. I didn't even know who this motherfucker was, to be honest. So I heard it from another YouTuber, and I had to go investigate. This is what you get when you come from a small town, Virginia. There are pieces of our history that may not be important to certain people that should have been important to me, because although this is about violence and gangs and different things like that, it's a part of my culture and it's a part of my legacy and it's a part of my ancestry. What happened to this man and what was happening with this man, because he is the same bloodline as me. We come from the same universe, same species, most likely. But Alpo Martinez, I thought it was very funny when I found out that he was killed on Halloween. I remember a couple of days before, I think these are the same two stories, but I saw something about him, his, what is it called? The 1 year in the witness protection had been leaked, the witness protection address or something like that. I'm not going to go into the ins and outs, but I will say this. I found it very funny. And what I really think they're going to do with his spirit, I think the whole entire reason why he was killed on Halloween, most likely, because we know it's the ritual behind it, but this was actually a really, really big ritual, because if this man was this great king and this great drug dealer and this great crime committer, whatever he was in his lane, if he was this big and everybody knew him and he was connected to a lot of different big people and well-known people and, in the hood and things of that sort, and in that lifestyle, then definitely there was an energy transfer. So we need to be looking out for, or not so much really me, but maybe you guys who follow rap, who are really into hardcore rap and the gang scene and all that. You really need to be following and seeing who comes up and who sticks around for the next decade or two, because this guy, for the most part, had a little bit of longevity, and that's what's making him that's what's bringing him notoriety as well, is his longevity. For somebody to survive in the circumstances that he was in and to have lasted this long, that's pretty big. So yeah, for all of you guys who are wondering about that situation, I'm not even going to break down the numbers. We know it was a ritual. We know that everybody had their hand in on this one, and this definitely was a soul-sucking ritual, and somebody definitely is going to get this spirit, and somebody paid, a high dime for this spirit, this transfer. So somebody is going to mount the spirit and become this man, and hopefully they know how to handle the spirit and it doesn't fuck them up, because it seems like Alpo Martinez's spirit was special. You don't get criminals like him every day anymore. It seemed authentic to me. But like I said, I don't know anything about him. I'm just reading the energy, reading the date, and seeing what was going on, and getting a little bit of the scoop on him and his lifestyle. And I was like, oh, okay, this definitely was this was some real dark voodoo shit, like necromancy, dealing with the dead. This was definitely a dead ritual, and not just because he was killed. It was just very necromancy and very Palo Mayombe and very, very Baron Samedi and the underground and Oya, things of that sort. Very dark energy, and the underworld energy is going on with this guy, and what's going to happen with his energy and how it moves from this world to the next one, because it probably will not be moving. It was most likely harnessed or trapped and binded to this earth or to someone for a certain amount of time to come. But Alpo Martinez's death was a very, very big ritual. And those of you who follow him and knew him and know his story and who are interested, look more into it and bring me some more stuff, and maybe I can really do a real reading on him. But like I said, his death was really, really big, you guys. In his lifestyle, in his lane, in his sector, it was very big for people who are like him, and somebody's going to pay top dollar for him. And don't just look for thugs and criminals, because most likely it will be somebody with some money. Now, that could be a white or a black man, but somebody's going to funnel that energy. They're not just going to let that energy go to waste. Do you think that they let Ted Bundy's energy go to waste, or Jeffrey Dahmer? And you think the CIA and people like that ain't use them energies and mount them on top of other people? See, that's the thing. See, they sell you in Hollywood all this microwavable shit that's quick and it's fast and it's flashy and it's inauthentic and it has no substance. But what Hollywood used to produce was one, you know, one in a lifetime. They would find that one weird guy and make him famous and let him express himself creatively, and he would go on to be a king like the Princes and Michael Jacksons. We don't have that anymore. But when they make the sacrifices with these certain people who came before us, because most of them have died out, when they die off and when they are killed, it's definitely a very big ritual. So you have to watch out for what's going on. And I don't know what's going on with this Alpo Martinez shit, but there's some shit going on, and there's a couple of hands up in there. Well, really more than a couple, but this is some dark witchcraft. And this ain't no white people witchcraft, and I don't mean like white Wiccan witchcraft. I mean, this ain't no white people shit. This definitely, it could be white people practicing the rituals with Alpo Martinez and his death and what's going on, but this definitely came out of the book of somebody who was melanated. This definitely came out of the Congo, the Yoruba, the Mayombe. Okay, this is definitely some of that deep dark slave magic and ancient magic, but it's some powerful shit. So, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this situation.